Alright, so before we get into the car, which I'm actually very excited for, I'm actually more of a Mercedes gal than BMW, but I will make an exception for the M5 CS. I do have some quick room changes. Yeah, that's, all the Matchbox are gone. I also got some new 2025s I put back there. And I also changed out the series too, so I switched the Spectacolore and the Race Day series for another Race Day series, and I think it's like World Tour or something, and then I also changed out the Fast and Furious series for more recent ones. But anyways, here also, back there you may notice there's a missing car, because that's where I'd put my Spoon Racing FL5 Civic. If I had one! I am very, very frustrated because Scalper's gonna scalp and I'm gonna beat them to death. Anyways, M5 CS. Let's try to forget about my failure and the fact that people don't know how to get a fucking job, so instead they go scalping for Hot Wheels because they're pieces of shit. And they make their problem of unemployment our problem by ruining our favorite hobby. Anyways, this thing I love. I am kind of actually in love with this car. Like, I'm honestly just glad that we have this thing in the game, because I feel like we should have had this thing like right whenever it came out, but I think it came out like last year or something. Let's see what year it is. It is a 2022, so yeah. Also, it is crazy quick. Whenever I drove this thing in the Rivals, it was ridiculous. Like, this thing is genuinely bonkers. Oh, there's that idiot in the Mustang who was drifting around me earlier. But yeah, this thing is genuinely sick, and I'm so glad they put it in silver instead of that weird barf green, because honestly, I do not like that dark British racing green, but not really British racing green. British racing green. Anyways, okay, Mustang can go die. Anyways, I can go die. Anyways. Dude, I do not care about your freaking land yachts. I do not care about your boats. I care about this thing, because this thing has AC Schnitzer parts. Never mind, because apparently it doesn't have a body kit either, but it does have a 4.4 liter V8, 626 horsepower. I'm assuming it is twin turbo or supercharged. I think it's twin turbo. Throw in a 4 liter V8. Don't know what that's from. 6.2 liter AMG V8, 5 liter V10. I think it's from the M5 V10, an R8 V10 or 2J. We are going to keep the stock motor because I really want to see how this thing sounds like with exhaust. Okay, you have no AC Schnitzer parts. We do have 2 wings here. We're going to go with that one. I'm just really upset we don't have a splitter. We do have a rear bumper though. Very nice. Does change it a little bit. And they have a hood. Oh, it's the little hood pins. And then we have skirts, but no front bumper. That's interesting, actually. We are S1 823. We start out at 827, so that really decreased our class. We'll throw it on some racing slicks. Yes, we are not going to throw a drift car this time. I know, you can thank me later. And now for the wheels, I don't know. I feel like I should kind of want Vorsteiners on this. Like, there were some I thought would look good on this, but I don't know where they are. There was some that kind of looked like the stock wheels. Maybe I'm thinking of ADV ones. I think I do have to look for those a little more than yeah. I think those are them. I believe so. Right here. I mean, they're close. They're close enough. They're close enough. Yeah, good enough. And we already did the fitment, but we are going to do the suspension so it doesn't look half goofy. Also, this being it weighs a boat ton, like a ship ton. So 3,200 pounds. We can take that down to. Very nice. We are S1 871. We're going to throw in an exhaust and hope that this thing stays in S1, because I do want to use this thing for racing. We're not going to go with the roll cage. Did we do the NC roll bars? Yes, we did. I'm going to make the bold assumption this thing has an 8-speed stock. It does. We're going to take that down to a 7-speed. It'll reduce the weight, and you don't really need 8 gears. So yeah. Now for an exhaust. Wow. No difference. Wonderful. Same with the intake, I believe. And then we could go with camshaft. I should have went the turbos, actually. I think we will go... I think we will go anti-lag on those. Now, in what way can I decrease the class? I guess I could just take down the weight reduction by a little bit. We weigh 3,500 pounds now. Still insanely heavy, but we got all the necessary upgrades out of the way. We can upgrade our engine to a 5-liter V8. We have like 800 horsepower, but we weigh so much. I have to see around my phone, and my headset's also charging. My dad's just coming home with my dog because she has like basically doggy physical therapy for her leg. And the flywheel will put our class too far over, so I guess we don't need the cooling stuff, and we go with a flywheel because we do have to reduce the weight as much as possible. And 72,900 credits later, we have 869 nice horsepower. We chopped off about 450 pounds, and we are top of S1. Our handling is still gonna suck because the splitter sucks. Really wish we had an AC Schnitzer front bumper, but I guess you can only get so much. Still though, like, I do feel like it is very nice, and maybe I'll have to look at the car again, but I think the splitter is half decent. So they did want to put a big one on just... Why would I say just yet? They're probably never going to throw one on unless, like, the next game. Oh, no, this thing could definitely use a better splitter. Like, that carbon piece down there, you can extend that to the sides, make it a little bigger. Maybe throw on some canards and maybe give it kind of like how the rear bumper has those indents. Anyways, we do have secondary paint groups. We do have... Oh, wow, they make the green look so much better. Maybe I'm thinking of the Crew Motorfest because there it sucked. And you can indeed change... Are the door handles really gold? Are the door handles really gold? Oh, it's not... Why was I thinking of the door handles? Why was I thinking of changing the door handles? Because there's that little thing down there. Alright. I think we're going to go bronze. Or what if we go rose gold and white? I think that would be good. Chrome looks... Does chrome look alright? I'm going to say no. That gold is okay. I think that gold matches the headlights because they're yellow. Rose gold doesn't, so we are going to go with gold there. I think I will go with a different British Racing green because that does... I didn't mean to do that. Because I think that does look like a little desaturated green. So I feel like maybe making my own green would be a lot better. So I'll just do this, waiting for the recording to... Yeah. Alright, it did take me kind of forever to get the color figured out, but I think we got it. The hood... Would that look good in carbon? I don't know. No. Honestly, carbon hoods were good on some cars, but if it's a hood like that big, then no. We can paint our wing, but I'm assuming... Yeah, no change, because it isn't the stock wing. Actually, I think the stock wing is carbon anyways, but... Maybe with one of the AC Schnitzer ones. Now with the wheels, we go carbon fiber or gold. We go gold. That looks so much better. But on the calipers, we will go carbon fiber. And that's good. Like, I was really happy whenever they added AC Schnitzer parts to the old 2018 M5. But now that we have the CS, I feel like that just turns up to 11. The CS overall does look really good, but I still would choose an AMG. Just because, you know... Oh my god, my throat. Just because, you know, everyone wants a BMW. I feel like Mercedes maybe a little underrated because everyone's talking about BMWs. Not to mention they also have oil problems, and I swear more than half the bad drivers I see are BMWs. And that's coming from someone who lives in Pittsburgh, where our roads are literally as shitty as our drivers. And I can confidently say that because my mom is scary. I can count at least 2 times she nearly killed me. Yeah, and also doesn't help, she's also a Kia driver. Which is even worse, because Kias are the other half of bad drivers I always see living in Pennsylvania, or just ever. Especially the Kia Souls, who decide 35 on the highway is a great speed, and are also, like, boomers on Facebook, who'd rather be texting about their grandson than actually focusing on the road. And trust me, I have seen that way more times than anyone should. But as for this thing, like, this thing just goes. I mean, it is ridiculously heavy, and it has zero downforce, but I guess it does make up for it in just flat out speed and quickness, because this thing is just wild. As I said, 800 horsepower, but we weigh as much as a cruise ship, also known as a Dodge Challenger or Charger. Those are other bad drivers I see usually, and they're always V6s or RTs, they're not even like SRTs. Even though sometimes the SRTs, from what I've seen, are assholes. Straight up assholes, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I have seen a couple times where SRTs, they're ridiculously loud. They literally try to race people for, like, no reason. I have seen that where, like, they do, like, a little pull or something. Yeah, Pittsburgh is just a real-life Forza lobby, I've just decided. Honestly, I will admit I may be part of that percentage, because I am also a typical Kia driver. I will be honest. And I do... Yeah, I will never own a Kia in my life, and owning a Kia, or having a Kia in our family has been, how do I put this politely? Hell. Especially because they did screw up 2 oil changes and just basically told us to go fuck ourselves. Anyways, yeah, I keep getting off track. This thing, it is heavy, so it's gonna need weight reduction. If you don't like the splitter, that's too bad. You're gonna need it, because this thing does not turn. But it is an absolute rocket ship.